Hello, this is JStevenHenthorne speaking from Norwood, Louisiana. It is now Monday, January 18th at 1:19 a.m. Central Standard Time. After listening to the Saints lose to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I think the final score was 30-20, unless Tampa Bay scored very late. Saints are having a lot of issues with turnovers, and that's basically what did them in. But I was very sleepy all day. Sometime in the afternoon during the Chiefs-Browns game, which I think the Chiefs won, but I didn't get the final score, I got that feeling in my stomach of something really bad happening again, and no clue what that was all about. It's gone now. And I've got a regular cough drop in my mouth, which is why it's you may see it in my cheek. But Mom's been sending me some stuff, various links, and at first I wasn't paying attention to them. I finally started paying attention because she sent a link that I actually liked, which was with Monkeywerx, Works being spelled W-E-R-X, and that's his Mil-Spec Ops, which is short for Military Special Operations. His Overwatch is what he calls it. And I was paying attention to that because although his speculations were just speculations and some of the information he was getting from his sources didn't pan out, he was using raw data, which is the military flights and exactly what vehicles were flying. And putting together some reasonable assumptions, although a few of them didn't work. But it was interesting. And on one of his programs, he had a panel of himself and three others, and Scott McKay was one of the three others. And Scott McKay was one of the people that Mom had been trying to get me to watch, and I hadn't been paying much attention to him because I would watch just a little bit and didn't really like what I was saying, so I turned it off. And it's just in the past few days that Scott McKay actually cited QAnon, or just Q as he calls them, and yesterday Monkeywerx did the same thing. Although that wasn't in a video, that was in a newsletter he sent me. And did a web search on QAnon just to see what the official word of what it's all about, and I had seen that general information before, and this time it clicked. So I knew what I was seeing and what I was being told, and I knew how what I was being told connected in with what the official word was of what QAnon was all about. And the reason I'm not a believer is because there is just so much stuff that is highly unlikely in terms of what's being said. The reason that I am not dismissing QAnon altogether is that things have been happening and happening in the news. These are things that are verifiably happening, which make the basic QAnon scenario possible when it wasn't possible before, or it didn't seem possible. And what I'm referring to, of course, is the armed encampment of the District of Columbia with 25,000 National Guard on duty, and more coming. And just about an hour ago, maybe less, I woke up, did a few basic things that I had to do, and tried to go back to bed. And something clicked in my mind, and I realized something that neither Monkey Works nor Scott McKay has been talking about, but that is certainly possible, and that fits with what I've been feeling. 117 was a bust, by the way. Nothing happened. I've not heard of any protests being done, and just 3 people arrested into the DC area, 2 of whom were armed. That's it. What I realized, this inauguration is going to be outdoors. By saying as much as I'm going to say, I may make things difficult for the Q conspiracy to work out. The reason that might be unlikely, that what my words will have no effect, is that I have very few listeners. So this maybe just be putting on the record for posterity. U.S. National Guard will have nothing to do with the actual coup that's about to take place, assuming that everything's going correctly, or going according to Q's plan, or not Q's plan, but what Q is saying is going to happen. Everyone's going to be outside on the Capitol steps. And there are going to be all sorts of government people in attendance, including Joe Biden, including Vice President Pence, and also including Kamala Harris, including John Roberts and various senators and congressmen, pretty much all of the Democratic senators and Congress and representatives, plus various others. There doesn't have to be any action by soldiers on the ground. They just have to keep the area clear. What happens when it happens will come from the air. It just takes one warplane to do it. There will be, if what I'm saying pans out, there will be massive casualties at about noon on January 20th, and that's noon Eastern Standard Time. There will be massive casualties and nothing to stop a military takeover. If the military puts Donald Trump in power, Q gets full credit. If the military does not put Donald Trump in power but just takes power for itself, Q gets half credit. I'm hoping that this isn't how it plays out, even though I am horrified by what will happen during the Biden administration. Because this is just so massively horrible. But I have to put this on record and make sure that people see it before it happens. So I'm going to close out and go ahead and upload this video. And I will be uploading both to Rumble and YouTube. And I had a little problem last time. Rumble's labeling of their stuff confused me, and I thought that something had changed. Nothing changed. It's just I forgot exactly what it was I needed to do to upload both to Rumble and to YouTube through Rumble. And I'll I'll try to do it correctly this time around. But take care. Hope you've had a good nice rest by the time you'll see it. May God bless America.